New Year's discipline. Why mid-January is your real test? All right, let's be real. It's the third week of January. That shiny New Year, New Me feeling is starting to get a little rusty, isn't it? That first week you were a powerhouse. It felt electric. But now, the gym seems a little further away. The alarm for your new morning routine sounds a lot more like a personal attack. And that salad you planned is starting to look suspiciously like a pizza. You've been white-knuckling it for a couple of weeks, and you can feel the friction building. But what if I told you this slump isn't just you? What if this predictable crash in motivation is so common, it can be pinpointed to a specific time of the month? A time that truly decides whether you'll stick with your goals this year. Research from the fitness app Strava, after analyzing millions of user activities, found the day most people are likely to give up on their New Year's resolution falls right around the middle of January. They even gave it a name, Quitter's Day. And in this video, I'm going to show you why that day is your real test and exactly how to ace it. The Great Motivation Myth. There's a certain magic to January 1st, right? Psychologists call it the fresh start effect. Temporal landmarks, like a new year, a birthday, or even just a Monday, give our brains a clean slate. They trick us into feeling like we can draw a hard line between our past selves and our shiny, new future selves. On January 1st, we're all superheroes of self-discipline, with boundless energy and a crystal-clear vision of the person we're about to become. But that feeling, as powerful as it is a beautiful lie. It's a temporary boost, a fleeting high. The hard truth is that motivation is not a sustainable resource. It's an emotion, and just like any emotion, it ebbs and flows. Relying on it to power massive life changes is like trying to run a city on a handful of fireworks. It's spectacular for a moment and then, poof, it's gone. And the stats absolutely back this up. If you've set a resolution, the odds are, frankly, not in your favor. Some studies show that only about 9% of people who make resolutions actually see them through. In fact, research shows that 23% of people quit by the end of the first week, and 43% have given up by the end of January. This isn't because you're weak or lazy or lack willpower. It's because we've all been sold the myth of motivation, but nobody gave us the blueprint for discipline. The problem isn't your goal, it's your game plan. We set vague goals like get fit or be healthier with no real roadmap. We overestimate our own grit and completely underestimate the challenges ahead. This isn't a personal failure, it's a predictable psychological trap. Starting is easy. The real challenge is surviving the moment the magic wears off. And that moment has a name. Anatomy of a breaking point. This brings us to the heart of the matter. Quitter's Day, that mid-January wall. Why then? What makes the third week of January the graveyard of good intentions? It's the perfect storm of a few key factors. First, the novelty is toast. For the first week or two, your new habit is an exciting project. You might be telling people about it, enjoying the social high fives. But by week 3, it's not new anymore. It's just work. Sure. Your brain is wired for efficiency, which means it loves your old, easy habits. Forcing it to carve out new neural pathways for your resolution is uncomfortable, energy-draining work. Second, you're deep in the valley of delayed gratification. This is the big one. Our brains are wired for immediate rewards. Do something good, get a little hit of dopamine. Simple. In the beginning, the sense of accomplishment is its own reward. But by mid-January, you've been putting in the work for almost 3 weeks. You've been saying no to dessert and dragging yourself out of a warm bed, and the results? They're probably minimal, if you can see them at all. The pain of the sacrifice is immediate, but the pleasure of the reward is a distant promise. Your brain's reward system starts to go, "Hey, are we getting paid for this?" And when the answer is, "Not yet," motivation plummets. Third, reality bites back. Hard. The first week of January is often slow. You're coming off the holidays, work is just ramping up, and your schedule is deceptively open. This gives you a false sense of having all this extra time and energy. By the third week, your normal life returns with a vengeance. Work deadlines, family duties, social plans, they're all fighting for the same limited pool of time and energy. Your resolution, which felt like the top priority on January 1st, now feels like a huge inconvenience. So this Quitter's Day isn't just some random date on the calendar. It's the tipping point. It's the moment when the initial buzz has completely evaporated, the rewards are nowhere in sight, and the full weight of your life comes crashing back down. It's the day your brain screams, "Is this really worth it?" And without a strategy, the answer is almost always a loud, resounding nope. This is the test. This is where most people fail. But you're not going to be one of them. Your Quitter's Day antidote. So we know the problem, and we know why mid-January is the flashpoint. Let's talk solutions. Getting past this day and making your resolutions stick isn't about gritting your teeth and finding more motivation. It's about building a system that works without motivation. It's about trading flimsy inspiration for rock-solid discipline. Here are 4 strategies that will be your battle plan. First, make your goal specific and your why emotional. Vague goals like get in shape are doomed because you can't measure them. How do you know when you've won? Get specific. Instead of get in shape, try go to the gym for 30 minutes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's a clear target. But even more important is your why, and it can't be superficial. I want to lose weight isn't a why, it's a desired outcome. Why do you want to lose weight? To have more energy for your kids? To feel confident enough to go on that beach vacation? Dig until you find an emotional driver. Write it down. When you want to quit, you'll anchor to that feeling, not the cold logic of the goal itself. Second, build a system with habit stacking. Willpower is a finite resource. Don't count on it to be there when you need it most. You need a system that makes your new habit automatic. The best way to do this is a technique popularized by James Clear called habit stacking. Instead of finding new time for your resolution, you piggyback it onto a habit that's already wired into your brain. The formula is, after current habit, I will new habit. For example, after I brush my teeth in the morning, I will meditate for 5 minutes. Or when I pour my first cup of coffee, I will write down one goal for the day. This links the new behavior to an established neural pathway, making it feel less like a chore and more like just what you do. Third, embrace the never miss twice rule. The all-or-nothing mindset is a resolution killer. You will have bad days. You will miss a workout. You will eat the cake. The difference between success and failure isn't avoiding slip-ups, it's how you react to them. Most people see one mistake as total failure and give up. Don't be most people. Follow the never miss twice rule. You missed the gym today? Fine. Life happens. But you do not, under any circumstance, miss it again tomorrow. One missed day is an accident. 2 missed days is the beginning of a new negative habit. This gives you room for being human, which is essential for long-term consistency. Fourth, create accountability. Going it alone is tough. You need a support system. This could be a friend you hit the gym with, a partner you share your progress with, or even just a public post on social media. When you know someone else is watching or counting on you, you are dramatically more likely to follow through. It turns a personal wish into a social contract. If you want to save money, find a money buddy for weekly check-ins. If you're learning a new skill, join a class or an online community. Accountability makes it real. Final thoughts, so that mid-January slump is on the horizon. But this year it's not an ending. It's not an exit ramp off the highway of your ambitions. It's a checkpoint. It's a test of your strategy, not just your strength. The motivation crash is real, it's predictable, and it happens to all of us. But now you know why, and you have the tools to push right through it. It's not about having superhuman willpower. It's about having a specific goal with a deep, emotional why. It's about building a system so you don't need to run on motivation. It's about being kind to yourself when you slip, but relentless about getting back on track. And it's about leaning on others to help carry the load. This year, when you feel that urge to quit, recognize it for what it is: the ghost of resolutions past. It's that moment of maximum friction right before a new habit locks in for good. That day in the middle of January is the day you prove to yourself that this time is different. If this video helped you get ready for the real test, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you own the year. Now, I have a question for you. What's the one resolution you are determined to see past January? Drop it in the comments below. Let's build a community of accountability right there and help each other stick to our goals. You've got this.